一条疑似在明尼苏达州发现有关南京大屠杀照片的视频，在社交媒体上持续发酵，并引起广泛关注。今天我们也来到了明州，与视频拍摄者埃文·凯尔进行一场面对面的交流。
I don't regret posting the video. I do regret some of the language that I use. Again, I probably should have not used the words that this is the rape of Nanking in this book. I regret using those words because there's, you know, I gave people false hope too that there were some photos out there that like I said, this is probably from Shanghai, and that's, you know, that was wrong of me. So I'm working on distributing it to a Chinese museum because I do know that that is where it needs to go. Just because it appears to be Shanghai, not Nanking, I don't think the Nanking Museum is necessarily appropriate. Chinese museum will get the physical book. And the digital copies, I'd like a museum here to help me in creating maybe some kind of a digital exhibit that everyone can see. They're an American. This book has been in America since the war. The person who took the photos died in 1964. He left it to his wife. His wife in the 1980s hired my customer's father, who was a contractor, to do a job. And the lady couldn't fully pay him, so she gave him this book as part of payment. So he's had it for, you know, since the 80s. It's been in an attic, and he died recently, left it to his son. So I've got the museum, the Minneapolis Institute of Art is sending a photography expert to look at the photos and tell me if they're original or reproductions. So that's happening on Wednesday. This book, by and large, it's peaceful photos. It's incredibly powerful photos before and during the war, and you see the narrative of the war creeping in this book. But the photos are just like out of National Geographic. They're incredible, of indigenous life, of indigenous peoples in remote areas, and then of course, some terrible things too. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this in my life. And I wouldn't want anyone to experience it because it's just a lot for one person to handle. I mean, you can probably tell I haven't been sleeping very much. I've had a very, very stressful couple days. Hey, I'm a gun-carrying American, so I usually have a gun on me. That said, I don't usually have the bulletproof vest on me too. Yeah, you know, because I don't know if I'm being followed. I don't know if somebody's camping outside my apartment. There's a lot of crazy people. Yeah, this is just a lot. I've been getting death threats, you know, the outpouring has been incredible. I myself was moved to tears a few times, talking to people, and I've had people stopping by, giving me flowers. It's been really powerful, and just the fact that people have said, no matter what, thank you for the education. The message is important. Even if this whole book turns out to be fake, we still think you did a good thing, and I can't forget that. And I just, for myself, I need to remember that too.